Alrighty, everyone, welcome to Dover, Delaware, and round number 12 of the Over the Top Designs Lugnuts Tuesday Night Throwback Series. Round 12 here at Dover, Delaware. After tonight, we'll have 8 more rounds to settle it here for the Loose Lugnuts Throwback Season number 2. The Summer Series invades the Monster Mile here tonight on Extreme Sim TV. Again, for round number 12. As always, it's Matt in the booth with you here for round number 12 as we get ready to go this weekend. Let's take a look at your point standings here in the booth. It's going to be Jeffrey D. Merck on pole here tonight, or in the points lead here tonight, coming in 31 points above Trent Drum, Andrew Schulte right there as well. Rob Haynes trails by 50. Mitchell Reeves in 5th, and Randy Arms, Judd Danielson, John Pansula, Justin Michael, and Brandon Thornhill, winner and 12 points back. And I want to, before we go any further, Brandon and Mrs. Rachel will not be here tonight. Unfortunately, over the weekend, lost one of their pet family members. One of the four-legged family members passed away. Our condolences here from Extreme Sim TV. So with that being said, Rachel taking the 9 off, and I don't think we'll see Brandon here either. Again, thoughts with those guys. It's losing a pet's probably one of the harder things you're going to go through, and it just sucks. So thoughts with them. But what we're going to do here tonight is we're going to tackle that guy you see right there, Miles the Monster, 100 miles here tonight here at the Dover Speedway. And again, 100 miles is going to be a race distance here tonight. 100 laps, 100 miles for these guys. Pit road, well, it's going to be somewhere around 54 to 58 laps on fuel. The bigger problem there going to be tires. I experienced, this is my testing, does not apply to everyone. I experienced something like 70% tire loss on the right front after about 10 laps. But right now, qualifying going to be on the racetrack here for round number 12. And can Jeffrey Merck keep this run up? You see him coming on off of pit road right now. Can Jeffrey D. Merck keep this run up he has been on? Really a championship solid season for Jeffrey D. Merck as we head into round number 12 of 20 here tonight. It's going to be mighty interesting to see how this works out this evening. Here we go right now, and again, green in front. Tires going to matter a lot tonight here. Track position, I think, is going to be key. You don't want to get tied up in traffic if you can help it. And that's going to be the major one here tonight as we go for what will be 100 laps, 100 miles from Dover, Delaware. A little bit shorter than what we ran here. I believe it was back in January in season number 1. We ran something like, I think it's 110 or so on the lap count. Here tonight going a bit longer, but take a look, top of the board already. Justin Michael and Jeffrey D. Merck. No surprises there. It'll be interesting to see what defending champion Mitchell Reeves can do with his attempt at a qualifying effort coming up here in a moment. Championship leader Jeffrey D. Merck going to finish up his qualifying effort. Trent Drum right there as well. Jeffrey D. Merck there. Chris Balls in a 28 Hardee's machine on track right now. But let's talk to our points leader here as we head towards round number 12 here tonight. See if Mr. Merck's got something he can let us know about. Here we go. Jeffrey D. Merck going to bring him up here. Right now, P2 on the board. Hey, Jeffrey Merck, man, up here in the booth. Got a copy.
I do, Mr. Matt.
Alrighty, Mr. Merck. Well, this is going to be interesting, buddy. You come in with a pretty good little chunk of a points lead. Is it starting to set in now that you've got a shot at this championship with 8 races to go after tonight?
Yeah, I don't count my chickens before they hatch around here because you never know, string of bad luck, and it's all over, so I don't celebrate anything until I got the trophy.
Well, that's the best way to be. Well, what's it going to take to ensure yourself a shot when we get there? You talk about luck. Is there anything you can do to kind of control that luck a little bit?
Yeah, but you just got to try to mind your gaps. Try to stay out of trouble. If you see something kind of crazy going on in front of you, just kind of try to stay out of it. But luck has a lot to do with it because, you can be trying to pass somebody, they get loose, get you in the right rear cord, nose you into the wall, and you're out of 2 or 3 races in a row, and then that lead you got's gone.
Well, man, best of luck here. Over 100 laps, 100 miles at the Monster Mile here tonight. It's going to be a fun one here tonight, Mert. Best of luck to you, buddy.
All right, thanks, Matt. Hopefully I'll be talking to you at the end of the night.
All right, there you go, Jeffrey Merck there in the points leader. Let's see who else we can get up here. Let's grab our Bandit Motorsports pole sitter as of now, Justin Michael. We're going to wait till time runs out, though, to do that, and we will talk to Justin right now as your pole sitter here this evening. Jeffrey Merck, Justin Michael, front row here tonight at the Dover International Raceway. Bartlett appears to possibly be on track as we wrap up Q laps here at the Dover Motor Speedway. See Bartlett right there getting it done down the back straightaway right now in that number 25 camp. Folgers on that car here tonight as they were last week. But we're going to get ready here, folks, and we're getting ready to take a look at your starting lineup for 100 laps, 100 miles from Dover, Delaware. Checkered flag is out. Who is ready to meet your starting lineup here from Dover, Delaware? All right, let's get ready to pull up your Dover, Delaware starting lineup. And let's take a look at it right now. All right, your starting lineup goes as follows here tonight. Inside, row number 1, Justin Michael. Outside, Jeffrey D. Mert. Row number 2 here tonight, Judd Daniels and Victor Bartlett. Starting row number 2 in the Overtop Designs Tuesday Night Throwback Series. Row number 3, Ray Richards, Trent Drum. Row number 4, Andrew Schulte and John Pensula. Row number 5, Chris Bowles and Rob Haynes. They're in that 5th row. Row number 6, and final starter here tonight is going to be Mitchell Reeves rounding out the field. So Mitchell Reeves rounding out your starting lineup here tonight as we get ready to go green at flag racing. Before we do that, let's quickly grab Justin Michael if we even have time here. It's probably going to be coming to green here as soon as the pace car rolls. Let's talk to Justin Michael. Hey, Justin Michael, Matt up here in a minute. Got a copy real quick,
yes.
buddy.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Alrighty, man. Well, I'm doing all right, man. You're going to start on pole for Bandit Motorsports. You had a little bit of a crazy week last week. As far as the team goes, what do you expect here tonight?
I don't know. Literally the first lap I ever ran to track in his car was when I logged in for practice. So looks like tire wear is going to be terrible. So hopefully we don't blow right front. It's apparently that might be a thing from when I was being told. So it'll be a fun time. So we'll see what happens.
Well, man, you're definitely going to have to put your work in here tonight to hold on to that pole here at the Monster Mile. We all know Miles, a monster, can reach out and grab you in a heartbeat.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Should be a fun race, though.
10-4, buddy. I'm going to let you go. You're rolling off the pit road now.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, we're going to get ready to get this big show going here tonight. Justin down there in the Bandit Motorsports camp. We are ready to go for 100 laps, 100 miles here tonight on Extreme Sim TV. I hope you guys enjoy tonight's racing coverage. Lights out on the NASCAR sedan pace car, aka the iRacing sedan pace car here tonight. Justin Michael out front, coming to green here. Here we go. Michael, Merck, Danielson, Victor Barlett. Your top four for the starting lineup here as we roll to green. Here we go. Green flag going to fly. And out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Nice even restart up front. 100 laps, folks, to get her done here tonight. Everybody gonna slide in here out front already, though. Michael assumes the race lead. Merck's just got to take care of that race car. We heard him talk about it. Starting on that outside for Jeffrey Merck didn't pan out. Luckily for him, though, he was able to slide down in front of what looks to be that number 80, or Ray Richard there, I believe, in the 05, possibly, as we keep rolling right now. Everybody clear, 2 laps complete, or excuse me, that's Danielson there in the 85, with the 25 of Barnett right there behind them. 54 laps, your race distance here tonight. Or excuse me, 100 laps, your race distance, 54 to 58. Fuel mileage distance. Tires, like I said earlier on, as you got Danielson up the racetrack, you know, I saw a 30% drop in tires in 10 laps earlier on in my single car test session. Let's keep a look, see how that holds on. If that holds true, and we got a battle for second. Danielson up top of Merck. Danielson and Merck going at it. Oh, Merck gonna get clipped. He'll hang on to it. Barlett on the brakes. Jeffrey Merck got clipped a little bit. He'll drop back. He'll fall back. P6 here tonight. They'll continue through. But Merck a little bit out of shape. But Judd Danielson shoots through for the race lead. 5 laps complete here this time by for Judd Danielson. We'll see the tires already starting to wear on a lot of these cars here. Ray Richard in 3rd. Victor Barlett sits 4th. Trent Drum in 5th. Andrew Schulte in 5th and 6th right now. We continue to roll here at the Dover Motor Speedway on board with Andrew Schulte. Jeffrey Merck right there as well. Merck slid back to about 8th. And Mitchell Reeves 5 laps down here tonight. Chris Balls and Judd Danielson leading the way. 6 100 complete. Danielson up the racetrack. Michael 2nd. Ray Richard in 3rd. Victor Barlett in 4th. Trent Drum in 5th right now as they run. Again, 7 laps complete. We got to keep an eye on these lap times. We have already just about dropped a second in tire wear in what would be 8 laps. Wow, a second off the pace already. That is unreal. In 8 laps, these tires are going to be worn out by the time they get done here tonight. Danielson leads here right now. It's almost going to be interesting to see if these tires can even make it a fuel run of 54 to 58 laps. Barlett, Ray Richard, Trent Drum right there as well. Drum sitting in the 5th spot. John Pensula running 6th. Jeffrey Merck started up in 2nd. Right now runs 7th after a little bit of contact early on. 10 down, 90 to go at Dover here tonight. Schulte, Haynes, and Vols right now inside that top 10. But it's Judd Danielson out front, rocketing to the lead with Justin Michael in 2nd. Right now, 12 of 20 complete. Running right at the moment up front. Last time by, Danielson well over a second off his fastest time. Justin Michael lost a little bit as well, but looks like he's conserving tire just a bit better up front right now. And again, you gotta be careful. You do the math. If you're losing 30% of tire every 10 laps, it is not going to take long, about 30 laps, and you're going to be down to the last, shred of what that tire has left. And this really concerns me for tonight's race for these drivers. They're going to have to do a lot to keep these cars even remotely drivable. 12 on the board this time by. Paddle for the race lead. It's Justin Michael shooting under Judd Danielson for the second lead change of the night. And you see the cars that are saving tire a bit more starting to come to the front. Jeffrey Mert peeking himself back up to P4. Ray Richards sliding back with Trent Drum and John Pensula. And the problem is you're going to have to race the racetrack tonight. Not so much everybody around you with these tires going the way they are here tonight. 13 laps complete. We have lost a full second on lap times in 13 laps. And I tell you what, tire strategy tonight going to be king here as you got John Pensula, Ray Richard double file off of turn number 4. That battle for 4th and 5th. Justin Michael continues to lead up front. Change for P2. Barlett squeaks under Danielson. That's for second. Move Barlett up a spot. Michael leads Barlett and Danielson and Merck your top 4. And again, Jeffrey Merck starting to claw back into it. Had a rough start, but again, Merck known for being able to save equipment. Tonight, will that play into his favor over the very long run? Barlett, P2, Justin Michael leading. 15 of 100 complete here tonight. We've already went 15 miles here tonight, folks. This time by, we're going to see what the board says. Lap time wise, race leader, 26.819, Jeffrey Merck. The fastest out of the top 4, 26.6s for Merck. So he is definitely closing in as these tires begin to wear. So Merck doing a wonderful job closing the gap as tires begin to wear. You see that 60X machine closing the gap down little by little to Judd Danielson. Barlett all over Mr. Justin Michael. Barlett, great job down the back straightaway, nose to tail. And big thank you, Scott, man. I appreciate it, buddy. It was a heck of a weekend, I'll tell you that much, man. It was a lot of fun. Went and done a lot of cool things. Danielson up the racetrack. But again, Scott, I definitely appreciate that, buddy. Man, oh man, what we got going on here is an absolute tire war. And I almost wish I could get Scott, if you can get in TeamSpeak, bud. I would almost love to pull you up here for a moment to talk about this, because this is something I haven't seen for a very long time. Tires falling off quite this much in the first 20 laps, especially, you know, we know Dover chews through tires, but here tonight, especially with them having to run a modified Bristol setup, it just seems to be cooking that right front tire like you go put it on the grill or something. Pensula back there in 5th, Drum in 6th, Ray Richard in 7th right now. 8th is Andrew Schulte. Right now behind Ray Richard, there's Rob Haynes in that number 199 machine. Chris Vols back here as well. Mitchell Reeves out of this event. So again, we got 10 cars running here tonight. Vols the last car of the lead lap. Justin Michael up front and Victor Barlett trying to get to the back bumper here. 21 on the board. Again, fuel says 54 to 58. but I'm telling you, I just don't see these tires lasting 54 to 58 laps. Again, earlier in the evening, I ran a test session, ran the car for 10 laps, got a fuel or tire at the right front to 70%. So that tells me that's about 30 or so percent of fall off in, or 40% of fall off in about 10 laps. So this thing is going to be eaten through, and the lap time tells it right now is we're on the verge of being almost 2 seconds slower per lap than what we started. But it's Bartlett and Justin Michael right now at the front of the field hanging on. This race is going to go by in a hurry. We're already 23 laps into this one. And I'm going to do the best I can here for you folks to be on the lookout for flat tires. That could be a problem tonight for sure. As you take a look through the field, everybody's single file right now. There's the 199 Haynes in 7th, Schulta in 6th, John Pansula in 5th right now. 24 to go on the board. About a lap and a half away, we'll have a quarter of this race at Dover in the books. Down the front, back straightaway, Justin Michael leads here tonight. Man, oh man, Michael and Victor Bartlett lead the way right now. 25 on the board. Let's take a look at your top 5 after 25 laps. We'll keep a camera on the battle for the lead. But after 24 laps here tonight, that's your top 4. Danielson, Pansula, Bartlett, and Michael, your top 5 here after 25 laps tonight. Man, oh man, what a night. As they go back down the front straight away. Michael leading Jeffrey Merck, though. I don't know what special sauce he's got in those tires, but Merck closing the gap here to second at Dover as we're 26 laps in. And we're going to have to be on a major lookout here for flat tires. Again, they can go 54 to 58 laps. Can they make it to 50 at least to make it a one-stop race? That is going to be the question. Up off of turn number 4 right now. Or turn number 2. Great job, Pop 3, nose to tail. Justin Michael, Victor Bartlett, and Jeffrey Merck, 1, 2, 3 here at the Dover Raceway. You see him nose to tail right now, Bartlett. Right there, all over the back bumper of Michael. He's gonna have to go here because he's got Merck in that Exxon number 60 machine breathing down his neck. That black Exxon machine right now over the back bumper of Bartlett. Nose to tail off of turn number 4. They'll run single file down the front straightaway. 29 going on the board. Ooh, Merck trying to peek a nose under Bartlett. Bartlett slammed the door and said, "Not this time, Mr. Merck. You're going to have to figure it out again later on, bud." Brave move by Bartlett just to slam the door in the face of the 60 Exxon machine. Because let me tell you, Merck, he's not going to put up with that too much longer. He'll use that chrome horn on that number black 60 machine and move Mr. Bartlett up the racetrack if he slams the door too many times. Right now, great battle up front. Justin Michael leads the way right now. Bartlett second, Burt third. Look at the gap back to John Pansula. 6 seconds back off your top 3. These top 3 cars really have figured something out here in conserving their equipment 30 in to this race. Again, we're probably about 20 laps away from when you could come down, take your 4 fresh tires and fuel, and that would get you to the end tonight at Dover. Right now, the 25 of Bartlett all over the rear deck lid of Justin Michael. Makes a bit of a mistake. Here comes Merck, big run into 1. Nothing doing for Merck. 3 cars under a blanket through 1 and 2 right now. Man, 3 cars under a blanket right now, under the Dryden a bridge above them, and the Ally Bridge right now is these two down the back straightaway. Merc all over that back bumper, and you have got to be worried out your mind right now that these tires are not going to last. If you're one of these top 3, you have to be almost in a panic, wondering what these tires are going to do. And can you make it to lap 50 to make it a one? Is that even possible on the Goodyear Eagles on this machine to make it to 50 to make it a one-stop race? I don't know that it is. I truly don't. The numbers don't look good, I will say that. All right, we got some guys electing to come down. Judd Danielson came down. Trent Drum, they're not going to try to stretch this thing. They're like, nope, we're coming down early on. Now what does Justin Michael do? And what we're going to look for here now in iRacing, the tires, from what we see, do not visually go down. We're going to see a ton of sparks, and the car want to go straight, and that's going to be the biggest problem that these guys have got. 35 of 100 complete, and I would imagine as soon as they hit lap 50, all 3 of these cars, if they can even make it that far, are going to elect to dive straight for pit road. That is what we are seeing here tonight, a classic Savior Equipment style race. Jeffrey Merck second, Barlett third, Pansula fourth. Man, oh man, what a night it has been, and just a great night of hanging on. Folks, we're going to go crank it up right real quick here on Extreme Sim TV. If anything breaks, we'll bring you back, but enjoy, crank it up here at Dover. Back here is Barlett, dives to pit road. After 40 laps, he's going to give up the ghost and bring that machine to pit road. Doesn't appear to be completely flat, but Barlett gives up the ghost. He'll bring it to pit road here, but that does mean he cannot make it on the fuel from this point. There's no way you're going to make 60 laps here tonight. Right now, Justin Michael leads the way at the moment. Justin Michael leads the way right now, doing a great job leading is Justin Michael at the moment. Let's see, does anything change here with Justin Michael's tire strategy now that Barlett came down? .43 on the board this time by from Dover, Delaware Raceway. All right, back here at Dover, Delaware, and there goes Justin Michael. Was it a flat tire that caused the car to come around? Justin Michael hangs on. He'll lose the race lead. We got cars on pit road as we speak. Jeffrey Mark, John Pansula, and it appears Justin Michael may have a flat tire. Yes, he does. Car gonna have a flat. Michael around in turn 4. No caution as of yet. Flat tire on the 87 machine. And he missed pit road. What in the... He is 5 or so laps away from the pit stop window. Flat tire on the 87. Big news here at Dover. After 44 laps, that tire going down on Justin Michael's machine. He'll hang on right now. Let's take a look at Andrew Schulte. He's out there. Merck hit pit road. Schulte out there as well. How far will this car go? What a huge deal for Justin Michael. Schulte leads. So now we know 44 laps, you're in the danger zone. These cars up here trying to make it to lap 50 to assure themselves. Matter of fact, right now they could probably make it the rest of the way on fuel. If my mathematician was correct, right now with 56 or 46 laps complete, we got 3 cars left on the racetrack. It was a tire going down on the 87 machine, going to cost him a ton of time. Now, what happens next here? He went around on the racetrack, but there was no caution. We got more problems. Chris Vols, possible flat tire. What happened here to Vols? Here comes the race leaders. Popping tires like it's Indianapolis. Vols slow rolling the apron, flat tire on the 28. So that's 2. Wow. So roughly 47 laps is pushing it on the set. And we've seen flat tires. And we've still got well over 50 to go here tonight. Fuel may make it, but wheel tires, 49 on the board. The 2 out front, the only 2 not to pit right yet, as they head into 3 and 4 is Haynes and Schulte right now up front. Carr's trying to hang on here. He knows he's trying to split this thing in half. Man, oh man, this is dangerous stuff right here. Trying to hang on. Get to your pit stop window. Rob Haynes, Schulte, they've saved a bit more than everybody else. Wait a minute. Went Rome out there 22 laps on his tire. But right now the top 2 has figured it out. They have ran roughly 51 laps on this set of tires for these 2. This is going to be interesting right now. 53 on the board. Schulte and Haynes trying to run long on this first stint. The longer they run, the rest they have to run on stint number 2. $53 on the board of 100 here tonight. Right now, is everybody hanging on? Schulte slowing way down here. This is going to be a battle for the race lead. Both these cars on old tires right now. Just trying to hang on. 53 laps complete. They can go another Oh, I'd say 4 or 5 laps at least on this set of tires if they choose to do so here. Right now, everybody going to hang on the 11,199 Haynes. Shulta out front. Barlett should cycle through to be your race leader when this pit cycle's over. 55 of 100 complete. 45 laps to go at Dover. Man, what a battle up front we are seeing by 2 race cars on old tires. 55 on the board, but they're going to have to be careful when they do come to pit road. You lock the tire up, you blow the tire. We've seen it here at Dover before, those tires at the end of pit road. That will be a really bad object for you to hit here. Everybody continuing to run here tonight. What do you do if you're Shulta Haynes up front right now? Man, these two nose to tail up front doing a great job hanging on over the last little bit. Barlett will be your race leader when this thing cycles through as well. Barlett back here on fresher tires. But Shulta and Haynes playing the long game, coming to lap 58 this time by. How much more can they squeak out of these fuel tanks? Never go car to pit road, but he's going to miss it. Haynes misses pit road. And we talked about that. Doesn't appear to have a flat. Or does he? Oh, Haynes may have a flat tire. Slow rolling around the racetrack right now a little bit. Shulta trying to keep a check on it. Shulta now looks for pit road. Not going to be this time by Haynes. 4 seconds back now, slow rolling the apron to get to pit road for 4 tires of fuel. 59 laps complete tonight here, folks, from the Dover International Raceway. And what a night it has been. Man, oh man, they continue to run right now. Continuing to run 59 and 100 complete here tonight. This is just so interesting to me. The tire strategy, everything that's going on in this race. And he has ran 59 laps, but again, I had it at 54 to 58. But they are running a lot slower lap times as this run progresses. So maybe you can squeeze a bit more out of it as we come to 61 this time by. Barlett, Mert, everyone right there knows the tail. My question's got to be for Mert, Barlett, everybody involved. They're like, what do you try to do? You know, you've got Shulta out front running the long game right now with 62 laps complete. Now, oh, Shulta, way high, may have a flat. He's going to be slow rolling it. Did he push it too far? I believe Shulta may have a flat tire on that race car. Let's go back and take a look at turn number 1 and see if we see the telltale sign. So he goes into the... Yep, right there. Car went in the corner, popped the tire. Shulta on rims. Does a great job not getting in the fence. But he will hit pit road. That's going to let Victor Barlett take back over the race lead. Jeffrey D. Mert behind him. And again, that first run, we started seeing tire problems about 47 laps into that run. And we'll have to see how it pans out here over this part of the race. Man, what a race we're seeing here tonight. Tire problems, blowing tires, sliding around. It's been a great race here from the Dover Raceway. Now we're going to get it a little bit spread out here with 63 on the board at 100. We will be right back here after a quick commercial break at the Dover Raceway in the Loose Lugnuts round number 12 from Dover. All right, right now as we continue to run 67 on 100 complete. Jeffrey Merck and Victor Barlett, your top two here at the Dover Raceway tonight in round number 12 of this 20 race season here tonight. We've seen tire problems earlier on in that first run. Now we're on the sprint to the finish at Dover. Will we see the same type of problems all arise later on? Really, the first car we've seen have a problem was back here with Justin Michael. Had a bit of a tire blowout and gave him an issue. Actually spun the car around. That was the first sign of trouble we seen around lap 47 last time by. What do you? All right, we continue to run here. 69 of 100 laps complete here tonight at the Dover Raceway right now. 70 on the board of 100 this time by as they work their way through 30 laps to go. Here at Dover International Raceway, you're looking at Justin Michael had trouble earlier on that race car with tire problems. And now Jeffrey Merck sitting behind Victor Barlett. Victor, 30 laps on this set of tires. He's going to have to go a pretty good little ways to get to the end. I think he can do it on fuel. But it is going to be an issue with tires, I think, on board the 25 and 60 machine if they attempt to do this. It's going to be really interesting how this second stage of this pit strategy race plays out. Just shy of 30 to go here at the Monster Mile Dover International Raceway. Everybody hanging on right now up front, trying to battle their way through. Everybody continuing between Victor Barlett and Justin and Mr. Jeffrey Merck right there as well. What do you do? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. 73 of 100 complete here tonight. Right now, 74 on the board. right now as we run 75 on the board of 100 here tonight at Dover International Raceway. We continue to run. Victor Barlett reads Jeffrey Merck in second. Barlett hanging on. Merck second. Andrew Schulte third. Rob Haynes fourth. Justin Michael in fifth. John Pensula in sixth. Right now, 76 and 100 complete. Barlett, Merck, and Schulte, your top three here tonight at Dover. Schulte back here as well. And they're so spread apart around the racetrack. We basically got, and there's Michael back on pit road. He's not going to take a chance here with tires again. He's already had one problem on the evening, doesn't want another one. As we continue to run right now, coming down to about a 30 to go in this one. We're coming down to about 20 to go here before much longer in this one right now. So you see Michael on pit road. Barlett, I'm concerned about. Merck, I think he's going to be okay tire wise, but I am really concerned about Barlett and what his tires will do over this final run of about 60 laps or so by the time he's done. He really needs to back up his corners, really just take care of the car. Don't worry about how fast you are in front of Merck right now. You've got to save the tire to get to the end. 80 going on the board this time, but and this is going to be interesting. Easy does it right now. $80 on the board this time by. Right now, here we go. 81 on the board this time by. 81 on the board this time by right now. 28 laps to go. Victor Barlett, Jeffrey Merck, your top two at Dover. Who is going to tame the monster with 20 to go this time by? So 20 to go at Dover, Delaware. Victor Barlett, Jeffrey Merck, everyone else hanging on. Right now, great battle. 19 laps to go this time by. Right now, 19 laps to go here. Everybody trying to hang on for Barlett. 4.5, and everybody guys pretty much spread out. Justin Michael getting around. Ball is back here. That's for position. Oh, Ball is way up the racetrack. Wow. Ball is way up the racetrack there for a moment. When they cycle through, that should, well, no. And Justin Michael, yeah, there he goes. Justin Michael would jump in front of Ball is there. So smoke off of turn 4. And Victor Barlett, pit road. Barlett has given up. Came to pit road with 18 to go. So Barlett to pit road as well. Take a look here, Victor Barlett electing to come down pit road. Here late in the going, and you can see it right here. Just dives down. So that's going to be interesting now. What does Merck do? What would Merck do? He's got to hang on 17 more laps on tires as well. And what a crazy race. Merck out front, Vols right there. Victor now in P2 in front of Andrew Schulte. Victor pressure tires. Now this is going to be for Victor back to fourth. Merck up front. This is going to be interesting. Haynes right there in second. Can Merck hang on for 62 laps on this set of tires? He's got an 11-second lead, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Man, this is so crazy of a race here tonight. What has been an absolute barn burner of a race here tonight. You see Mark just like, yep, I'm getting out of the way. And now 14 laps to go. Right now you got Jeffrey Merck out front in the 60 machine, 13 to go. And right now, as everybody hangs on, 13 to go with Jeffrey Merck out front right now over Andrew the Man Schulte in second at the moment. What a race right now for Jeffrey Merck. He is 12 laps away. We're going to keep the camera on Merck here. Everybody else is pretty spread apart. Can Merck get those tires to survive for another 11 circuits here tonight? $11 to go here at the Dover Raceway for Jeffrey Merck out front of the field. $10 to go this time by. Right now, hanging on 9-10 laps to go. It's going to be here with Jeffrey Merck out front. Andrew Schulte in second. Right now, Merck leads the way. Schulte second. Haynes in third. Merck, Schulte, Haynes, Borland, and Justin Michael, your top five. 9 laps to go. Right now, 8 laps to go this time by Jeffrey Merck, Andrew Schulte, Rob Haynes, Victor Barlett, Victor, Justin Michael. Everybody hanging on. Right now, everybody hanging on. 6 laps to go this time by. Right now, 6 laps to go. This time by Jeffrey Merck out front. Right now, 5 laps to go. Jeffrey Merck out front. Andrew Schulte in second. Wheel the tires on Merck's Exxon Mobil machine. Make it another 4 laps. Coming to 4 to go this time by. 4 laps to go. Merck leads, Schultz second. Everyone else strung out behind him. Three to go for Jeffrey Merck and another win. Taking a look back, Victor Barlett, some of the other guys back there just trying to nurse it home with 4 to go at Dover. Merck leads the way, Schultz second, Haynes third right now. Two laps to go this time by. So it's going to be 2 to go, Jeffrey Merck. Jeffrey Merck hanging on. Right now, Merck hanging on, 1 lap to go this time by. Merck just needs these tires to hold on 1 more lap. Right now, coming to the checkered flag this time by Jeffrey Merck. Going to come to checkered flag. Checkered is out. Jeffrey Merck gets it done here tonight at Dover. Tires survive at Dover, Delaware. Right now, Merck comes to a stop. Here as your winner here tonight, Jeffrey Merck. Let's get ready for Extreme Sim TV post-race show here tonight. Your winner at the Dover International Raceway tonight. Let's get ready to talk to Jeffrey D. Merck coming home with the win here tonight and extending that points lead. Hey, Jeffrey D. Merck, you got a copy. It's Matt in the booth.
I do, Mr. Matt. What's up?
Well, buddy, I tell you what, great job extending that points lead here tonight. A very weird race at Dover, Delaware.
Yeah, something's weird going on with iRacing. I don't know if they're only doing setups for races they have planned for the season or what's going on. When we originally scheduled all these races, they had setups for all the races. And then once Season 3 came out, all the setups were gone. So we kind of, instead of rescheduling every race, we just kind of on this one, we just kind of found a setup that would work and adjusted the rear gear ratio. That way it wouldn't, the tack would work. And that's really the only thing we done.
Well, man, I tell you what, it provided some interesting racing, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, the tires, it was wearing the tires really fast that first run. I blew my right front like lap 45, 46. So I knew once I went in and got 4 that I was really going to have to really take care of that right front. So I came out, I ran a little hard early to take advantage of the tires, and then I just kind of just went into conservation mode after that. Worked out. Schultz and them, I think, ran like 60-something laps on their first set. So they were really babying at the end, so I had like a 12-second lead. So I just really I gave back 3 or 4 seconds just babying the right front. I still don't know what the right front is. I guarantee it's probably 5%.
Well, he did a great job, man, babying that car just enough to get it across the victory lane, man. And again, points lead extending. We've seen Justin Michael had a tire problem, actually spun the car out, but didn't bring the yellow out. Unfortunate for Justin there. But what a night it was, Jeffrey. Mr. Merck, as always, dude. I tell you what, you did a great job. Anybody like to thank?
Yeah, I gotta give a big shout out to the wifey in there watching. I'm sure she's happy that I got another win here. Without her, none of this would be possible, my hobbies or anything like that. Big shout out to Ronald Klein. He let me come up to his house this weekend and actually race a real race car, which was really fun. So big shout out to Ronald. He's a teammate of mine. Mitchell Reeves for running this winter. I know he's packing to go up to Bristol to do some drag racing this weekend. Big boss man John Hendrick, Over the Top Designs. If you want to look your best, don't look over the best. Don't look your best. Look over the top. I finally got it right. So look up John Hendrick over at Over the Top Designs. He'll do your paint, make it look good. Extreme TV, Mr. Matt up in the booth. Always look forward to going back watch the race. Andrew Schulte, Rob Haynes. They're good guys. Fun to race around, real clean. So I'm just happy to get a bit. Points lead's getting a little bigger every time.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've seen some of the video of you racing and all the stuff that went on over the weekend. Was Mrs. Merck happy to have you home in one piece?
Oh, Mrs. Burke actually went up there with me. She watched it. She really enjoyed the dirt racing, not the asphalt so much. She didn't like the asphalt as much. She didn't like to listen to the tires screeching as we went around the corners. But I had a blast on dirt and asphalt. It's an experience. If you've never been in a real race car, whether it's a real fast race car or not, this adrenaline still gets to pumping. So I recommend everybody do that. That wants to do it, because it's definitely an experience you'll never forget.
10-4, man. Well, I'll tell you what, is that the hint that Mrs. Merck wants me to go look for some dirt leagues too while I'm at it?
Yeah, I don't know. I was told I have to sell a boat before I can buy a race car, but I like aggravating her, so it's all in good fun.
Well, wait a minute here. If you could you got to sell the boat to get a race car, right? She never specified that you couldn't buy the boat back after you sold the boat to get said race car.
Yeah, I'm sure that stipulation will be brought up as soon as I walk in the house now. Thanks a lot for that one, Matt.
Yeah, I give your plan away, didn't I? All righty, man. Well, I'm going to let you go. Great win here tonight, Mr. Merton.
Thank you, Matt.
Alrighty, Jeffrey Merck comes on with the win here tonight. And a dominating performance, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's get Schulte down here. Andrew Schulte, Matt in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, man. Well, that was an odd one.
Yeah, it seemed tire strategy seemed to be the go-to thing there. Some people were trying to make it on one stop. Some looked like they were splitting it or trying to do 33-33. It was whoever could take care of the tires the best came out on top, and congrats to Merck.
Well, man, a good top two finish here for you tonight at Dover. You looking forward to getting out of Dover tonight and move on with the season?
Yeah, I mean, I do like running here. I just wish I would have been a little bit harder on the tires that second run, because I still had a lot to go, and I think Merck was going to be skating on ice there in a couple laps. If we had 5 more laps, I think he would have run into issues, but I don't know if he short pitted or if he had a tire issue that first to stop, but I thought he only made it like 40 or 45 laps, or I think he made about 40 laps, so for him to go 60 on that next set was, he earned it there.
Well, man, congratulations. Great run, Andrew Schulte, P2 here tonight, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty, well, we're going to get ready and see Rob Haynes is not in here. So that's pretty much going to do it for tonight's coverage. Thanks, everyone, for coming out. Round 12 in the books. It's going to be Jeffrey D. Mert getting her done. Another win on the year for Mert. Great job for him. We will see you next week for round 13. Until then, everyone, stay safe. Have a great night, and God bless.